Today's video, I wanted to give you guys some different ideas and options of what you could do as your supporting job whilst we are pursuing to become an actor, which could either be nothing to do with acting at all, could be a completely different field, but it's good to have a bit of an idea of different things that are out there. I'm just going to list off a few different alternatives for general jobs that aren't acting related, but can hopefully give you a different option if you can't or don't want to do something that gets your acting chops in the work. And of course, you probably know all of these, but the reason why I'm picking these ones because they can often be a lot more flexible with you still having acting work and can work around certain time frames, and what has kind of worked in my experience for me. First one is ushering. This one can be a little bit harder to get into, but it's not impossible. There's theatres all around the country. I'm sure there's a theatre near you, and usher in.
Well, duh.
Sometimes I do think they expect you to do it for free, but if not, you can do like the bar work and ushering within the theatre, which means you can also see the show, and so you'll still be within the theatre, you just won't be doing something performance based, you'll just, be assisting the customers in whatever way or form. Next one is bar work. Yes, it is the most cliche obvious one, but to be completely honest, it is the most flexible. You can find bar work that probably only need you in peak times or night times or weekends. I've done bar work for, I would say the past or previously I've done it for about 8 to 10 years, whether it was festivals, at specific nightclubs, venues, restaurants, you name it. I've done them all. And there's also cinemas as well, which is similar. You can work on the bar or you can work within, the food and stuff. So bar work, as I said, this is a very cliche one, but it really can be flexible. So I personally used to just work late nights. It meant that I can still do acting related things during the day. Of course, it does mess around your kind of social life and also relationship as well, because you're often on completely different schedules, and that can be hard. So it's definitely something to consider relating to acting and pursuing that. It does work well. And also I'm a night owl, so it really played into my favours because I do not like getting up in the morning. So working late nights helped. But if you do work late nights, please do consider being able to drive or someone who can drive you. Be safe. You don't want to be walking home or getting the bus at like 4 or 5 early in the morning if you're doing a nightclub. It's not worth it, so do consider that if you're doing nightclub. Just, look out for yourself. Next one is food delivery services. Of course, you could do this if you drive, great one, if you ride a bike, or you can ride a little push bike. They're different options. I think you can get more money actually for being on push bikes. It's more eco-friendly. It's a great alternative to doing something that can work around your schedule, and you also, if you're cycling, you get a bit of exercise, so best of both worlds. Next one is promo or sales work. This could be whether it's outside certain venues, selling different products, at festivals, you name it, and they often like having actors because you're happy to talk to people, you're confident, and you can engage and create a bit of a conversation. Most of us can, or pretend to. It's probably more so what it is, we can put it on a bit. If you're happy and comfortable with those sort of things, and if you find a company or a brand of a product or item that you are passionate about, of course it's 10 times better because you're actually engaged and happy to talk about the product. But there are obviously some of them that you get told what you are doing. You learn a brief, learn a bit of a script, and then you try and sell the product. Next one is tutoring. Yes, granted, this one does kind of cater to if you do have a specific strength in a certain subject, but it's a good option and it works around your time and schedule. Next one is activity centres. Need to adjust the light because I've been a bit naughty and haven't put out a second light. Whoop, it's getting a bit dark. Sorry about the lighting change, but I'm almost done. The next one is activity centres. This obviously helps if you enjoy activities and being outdoorsy and stuff. If you don't worry about it, but this is one that I personally love. I have worked at Go Ape. I love it, and you get to be outdoors in nature, get to go up zip wires, be in the trees, be really, really high, and do those sort of course. Those sort of things are great because they do train you. Of course, if you get to more specific ones, they sometimes do want you to have qualification, but often not, you'll go for a training training procedure for them to, you know, coach you and tell you to make sure you're doing it all safely and correctly. But it's a great one if you enjoy being a bit outdoorsy, a bit active, and want to be on your feet and out there and, you know, just enjoy teaching people. And of course, you do often have a little brief or a safety bit to give out to customers. Again, they love actors and performers who are comfortable with this because it really helps with customer engagement and that sort of stuff. But do also consider that sometimes these are often not seasonal jobs, so they do tend to kind of stop when it's the winter time, because obviously it gets dark early, conditions are not often either not very nice or can maybe be a little bit unsafe. So do consider that if you want to do seasonal work within summer and winter. And the final one is animal sitting, house sitting, dog walking, animal walking, that sort of thing. This one are often through companies online, which you show your service, what you can do, what you're comfortable with, if you've got any experience with certain animals, and you're happy to watch them and help them. These ones are great because you can work around your own schedule and you get to spend time with cute creatures that you're obviously comfortable with. So if you're a dog person, dog walking, dog sitting, things like that. And house sitting, whether it is with animals or not. If you're okay and are able to stay at a customer's place, then it's good. But do consider if they do expect you to stay there for a week and be there the whole time, that can obviously not always work if you have an acting job. So you do have to commit to it. But if it's walking ones, they're a lot more flexible and can work around your schedule. And of course, there's a million more jobs out there, but I just wanted to give you a few different alternatives or ones that I've considered or done personally, which are either acting related or can use that creative skills, or completely different but are still realistic and kind of adaptable and work with being a creative in this industry. At the end of the day, the biggest thing that I always see, any of these companies don't want to be second to something else. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I completely get it. But if you're open and honest with a lot of them, and you still commit to the days that you work, you don't lie or mess them around, and you find cover when you need it, a lot of them will work with you, help you, and yeah, if you find a good company, managers, things like that want the best for you, they will try and work out with you. And it's just finding the right company and workspace that works for you and works with your schedule around your life and, you know, what you need to prioritize within it. But these are just a few options that have helped me or I've considered and gone through. That's everything for today's video. Sorry the lighting has got a bit worse and now I'm really washed out with the lighting, but I'm a bit lazy and didn't put another light up whilst it was getting dark. So yeah, I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave it here and end this video now before I keep mucking up my words anymore. But if there's any jobs and different types of roles that have helped you, that you know of, put them down in the description because it can possibly help someone else out. And yeah, just hope you're well, all keeping safe, and I'll see you next time, probably next month for my next video. Take care! So I've got a hair that's constantly in my face. So yeah,